Good afternoon, friends. It's your friend Cheap Ludes. How you doing? Long gone, but hopefully not long forgotten. I've taken the past month off from dropping consistent content, just taking a little bit of a cool down month, in preparation for 2K24, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Surprise, we got our season one, courtside report, I guess. Not a whole lot of information, realistically. That being said, there is some kind of gems here. There's some interesting info. So, take it with how you will. Now, for those of you who get to play the game early by setting your console, your Xbox specifically, to New Zealand time, which, by the way, I have to talk about people who go through the kind of rigmarole of setting up a 2K account for PlayStation just to play the game like 16 hours early. Honestly, dedication, but also it's kind of a lot of work and additional money just to play the game for an additional 16 hours before switching over to your main account, your regular account. If you're not a content creator and you're not pumping out videos for that, there's literally no point to doing it. Just wait. Just wait 16 hours. It's 2K, it's going to be the same thing. You know that. Right? Now, that being said, if you're on Xbox, you can just simply switch your console over to New Zealand time, play it 16 hours early. That's still very much a possibility. But let's talk about the ramifications of Season 1 in My Team. If you read our detailed My Team Courtside report, which I did, there's a video on it if you'd like to see, or you, once again, could just wait 24 hours and then you can play the game yourself if you really care. We're making some foundational changes to the overall structure of My Team and the day-to-day experience. Are they good changes or are they bad changes? We will find out. Card collecting mode's currency, My Team Points, has been improved to provide more flexibility for everyone. Debatable on if it's been improved or literally it's just the same, but you can buy it directly from 2K. This year offers more value for My Team players, and MTP is a part of that. I just don't know how true that is, but we'll see. All right. Start building your squad, blah, 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 blah. Diamond Kyrie, blah, blah, blah. Free agent LeBron James. You start with a free agent LeBron you can use for 5 games, and at level 40 you can get Diamond Kyrie, who should be relatively good until they drop a probably better point guard, I would guess, in packs maybe 2 to 3 weeks afterwards. Other My Team rewards featured this season consist of Emerald Kevin Garnett, and Jordan Clarkson. I suppose. I mean, he is a Filipino basketball legend, which I approve. A Sapphire Vlade Divac. Yes. Some cigarette representation. That's what we need. Ruby Bradley Beal, who honestly, normally early game Bradley Beals are relatively good because no one can shoot. So, that should be fun. He's going to get abused on defense, but he should be able to shoot, so that's cool. Various prize balls. My love has returned. And more. If you collect all the mode rewards for Season 1, hit level 40, you also receive Diamond Brandon Roy, who should be very good. Shout out to Brandon Roy for being back in the game. I don't think he did that. That was a 2K decision, but shout out to him nonetheless. Who is the ultimate reward for Season 1? Yes. On day 1, 4 collections will be available. Amethyst Jason Tatum, Amethyst Chris Webber, and Klay Thompson as 2K Day collection rewards, plus the start of the Legendary Path event with collection reward Amethyst Damian Lillard. You can visit the My Team playbook. So that's pretty much all they gave us in this courtside report, but they did give us the My Team playbook. Look at Trae Young. I don't know, man. Something about Trae Young in this photo just doesn't look right for sure. I think it's his hair. I think they made his hair a little bit too smooth. He looks like the crooner from like a 1960s Motown act. They made his hair a little too straight, I'm sorry to say, and a little too silky. That's just how I'm gonna say. If you casted this version of Trae Young in a biopic about the Temptations, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right. Also, I've talked about this on the channel before, but shout out to the TV Temptations biopic. It's actually one of the better biopics ever created, and it's a made-for-TV affair. I'll be honest, I didn't care about the Temptations at all until I saw that movie, and I was like, yo, these guys are kind of cool. Really, David's kind of cool. No one else is kind of cool, but he's kind of cool, Besides the point, I'm not going to go into a whole video essay on the Temptations biopic, but just know that I could if I really wanted to. 2K Day is finally here. To launch NBA 2K24, our 2K Day packs will include cards from 3 separate 2K Day collections, headlining our powerful Amethyst, Jason Tatum, Klay Thompson, and Chris Webber. You can see him right here. I do wonder if Klay Thompson still guards the center. I want to know if that's still a thing. It probably is on current gen for sure, which I will not be playing this year. I've made it my mission to play new gen this year, no matter what. No matter how much I struggle, I'm going to play it because I have a next gen console. I don't care if people get mad because I called it next gen instead of new gen. I've been saying it for 3 years. I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm gonna try to play it. Each headliner will not only be available as the collection rewards for their collection, but they will also be included in the 2K Day packs and boxes as special inserts. Sorry, I'm a little confused by that. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people touch on that specifically, but like, so you can lock in the collection rewards, you can lock in the whole collection to get these guys, or they just drop in packs. Confusing. But okay. Plus, look to complete exclusive 2K Day agenda groups for the first week of my team. The reward for these agenda groups will add even more 2K Day player cards to your collection through unsellable gold, emerald, sapphire, and ruby equal chance packs. Yay. Okay, so now we get to look at the actual full packs here. So this is the Jason Tatum collection. So you lock all these in and you get Jason Tatum, or he drops from packs apparently. I'm not really sure what's up with that. Amethyst Al Horford, who honestly should be one of the only shooting centers in the game, or at least one of the only well-rounded centers in the game, so that should be fun. Plus, he's got his pro play jump shot, should be interesting. Ruby John Stockton, cool. Ruby Rip Hamilton, cool, I guess. I usually use Rip at the beginning of the year, so whatever. Sapphire Anton Jameson, Sapphire Robert Parrish, Sapphire Michael Redd, Emerald Chauncey Billups, Emerald Rafe LaFrance, Emerald Dennis Scott, hell yeah. Gold Wesley Person, Gold Swen Nader, and Gold Marbury. I feel like they disrespected Stephon Marbury by making him a gold. I'm just going to be honest. I feel like I don't like that disrespect on Starberry for no reason. But you know what? So be it. Do any of these cards excite me? Honestly, it's hard to tell what cards excite me at this current moment. Based on like the name, yeah, some of them are going to excite me, but as far as what cards are going to be good, I don't know because I haven't played the game. So who does? Right off the bat, Wesley Person, it's kind of exciting, I guess, maybe. Rafe LaFrance is kind of exciting for being a floor stretching center. Usually pretty hyped on like early game rips, but I feel like there's a lot of like glass cannon guys in the beginning, so it's not really that exciting. Michael Redd, same thing. Anton Jameson should be okay. Horford's probably the only one I would really be excited about because I feel like he can put in work, but that's just me. Chris Webber collection. Amethyst, Jason White Chocolate Williams. You're telling me they gave Starberry a gold and White Chocolate and Amethyst? That makes no sense to me, but okay. Ruby Paul Pierce, Ruby Patrick Ewing, who's like 28,000 on the market. We know that. Sapphire Karan Butler, Sapphire Devin Harris, dope. Sapphire Roy Hibbert, Emerald Richard Jefferson, Emerald Michael Cooper. I'm big on Michael Cooper in the early game. Emerald Kenny Smith, Gold Gerald Green, Gold Hershey Hawkins, and Gold Glenn Big Baby Davis. Okay. None of these are exciting, but whatever. Amethyst Klay Thompson. You get Amethyst Andrew Bogut. Okay. Ruby Larry Johnson, Ruby Ron Artest is sick. I want him. Sapphire Kukoc, we always get an early game Sapphire Kukoc, Fat Lever, Charles Oakley, Emerald Terrence Ross, Scola, Emerald Rex Chapman, who I will definitely be using in some capacity, Steve Kerr, Kiki Vanderweet, and Gold Kendrick Perkins. Okay, so we kind of have an idea of what we can expect. I'm just not really sure what's going on with these players particularly, you know, like it's hard to say until I play the game, which I will be playing it tomorrow when I get off of work. So 3:30, 4 o'clock, I'll be live. So definitely check me out then. Central time, I will be live. I'll probably be live on YouTube, honestly. I'll probably do Twitch the next day, but YouTube will be the first one, I think. I think I'll probably do my first live stream then and a couple videos and such. So expect to see a lot of me tomorrow and Friday, really all weekend. Honestly, from this point forward, you're going to be seeing a lot of me, but realistically, I'm not really that excited for these because I know how 2K works, and I'm not going to be opening packs this weekend because I am literally super broke. So I cannot afford to be opening early game 2K packs to pay, honestly. Accurate. But I can't really afford to open early game 2K packs at this current moment, so I'm not going to be ripping any of these, and honestly, you guys have been watching me open packs for years. I have the worst pack luck in the entire community, so nothing really excites me aside from like a couple like quote-unquote budget cards, so it is what it is. Speaking of that, we also got our first look at the Legendary Path. So this is going to be our first like big-time promo. The 2K Day stuff are going to be promos as well, but this is like our first promo. So we got Sapphire Glenn Rice, who honestly is probably the card I'm most excited out of here because I feel like I have a reasonable chance to get the card, and he's going to have a cash jump shot. Iguodala, Lamar Odom, who's always really demonic in the early game. He's also super good. And Damian Lillard, who could actually be extremely good. I mean, realistically, he's going to be like a worse version of like the level 40 Kyrie, which is good because I feel like it's better that they're putting out like a worse version of the card that we're getting. I'm not saying Dame and Kyrie are the same player. I just know how 2K works, so just relax. He's just going to be a slightly worse version of Kyrie. Basically, what I'm saying is a non-defensive point-scoring point guard, like, you know, a glass cannon, so to speak. Dame's going to be a better shooter. Kyrie's going to be better on the dribble. Blah, 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 blah. We know. This is cool, though. I mean, I'm excited for Glenn Rice, straight up. He's probably going to suck. I would be excited for Lamar Odom if I thought there was even a shot I'd be able to afford him or get him, period. So there's that. Shout out to Jacob, who was posting this earlier. So the currencies. So we finally got our first look at how much the currencies are going to be, right? 1 million My Team points is $150. My God. I mean, realistically, if you've been playing 2K for a long period of time, you knew deep down in your heart, even if you didn't want to admit it to yourself, that My Team points, or MT, were going to be astronomically more expensive coming from 2K than they would be from third-party sellers. Now, did I expect them to be this expensive? No, I didn't expect $100. I just kind of expected them to sell, you know, bundles of 250,000 My Team points for probably like $25 or something. Like that was kind of what I expected, right? But no, 1,000 or 100,000, I should say, is $20. It's basically the same price as VC if you look at it. They also have a new $150 VC bundle for 700k VC, which, please, for the love of God, never buy that. Like, please don't buy that. I promise, just please don't. Don't reward them for this. Now, I'm not going to freak out about the My Team costs. The reason I say that is because I'm going to see how the market is and how much cards cost. If cards are reasonably priced, then I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. When I say that, I mean, like, I don't think it's going to be all that more expensive than buying MT proper. It will be more expensive, but not more than it was buying it third party. Like Yao, when he was like 2 or 3 million, would have ran you about $80 US to actually go purchase Yao single card, because you were paying like 4 per 100k. You needed 2 million. You were roughly going to spend about $80. So if a card that's like at the same equivalent value as Yao is like 500k per se, then it's, you know, $75. It's roughly around the same. Now, do I expect 2K to keep that same energy all year or even at the very beginning? No, I don't. But what I do expect them to do is have cards very reasonably priced in the beginning to kind of convince people that, hey, this is actually better. We can trust 2K. And then they'll start dropping their Tim Thomas and Yao kind of cards, and those will be 500k and above, right? Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. But I could be wrong, and I'm actually really hoping that I'm wrong. I don't want to be pessimistic and be right. I want to be pessimistic and be wrong. But they've never allowed me to be pessimistic and wrong. It's always been pessimistic and right, unfortunately. So that's kind of something that we need to understand. We've also seen quite a few kind of tweets in general referencing the past. We're getting about 4 promos in the first, I don't know, couple weeks or something. Like, it's kind of crazy. That being said, we're going to have all the information that we could possibly dream of tomorrow when everyone hops on New Zealand time at 8 a.m. I think it's 8 a.m. Eastern, so like 9 a.m. my time or something. Is that how time zones work? No. It's like 7 a.m. my time. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Anyways, wait, am I? Don't correct me in the comments. I'll figure it out. Google it afterwards. But we're going to have all the information we could possibly dream of. There's people who already have the game early. But we'll know quite a bit more tomorrow. So as always, it's been your friend Cheap Loots. Let me know if there's anything you're super concerned of. I mean, I'm sure majority of people are concerned about the price of MT, though, let's be honest, you shouldn't really be surprised. It really just comes down to how much does the dollar stretch. If the dollar stretches in an appropriate manner, then I'm not going to be mad at 2K for doing this, right? But if they're consistently putting out cards that are going to cost almost $100, then yeah, I'm not really going to be too stoked. Now, that being said, if they're going to do what they did this year, where they're going to continuously put out cards that are going to cost roughly about $50, so like if majority of the high tier cards are going to cost, you know, 280,000 My Team points, then hey, I'm not really going to be too upset about it because it's not really any different than this year. But if they're going to consistently put out cards that are going to be close to 1 million, yeah, then we're going to have a huge problem and people are going to be really upset about it. But hey, I hope you guys have a good night, and I'm definitely excited to interact with you guys and like hang out tomorrow and play 2K because it's been a while. So